Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me the Panasonic GM1 and the 14mm f2.5 lens. In this video, I'll talk about how compact and awesome this combination is for street photography. Let's do this! This Panasonic Lumix GM1 is the world's smallest interchangeable lens camera. Being such a compact camera, obviously it is suitable for street photography. We prefer to carry something smaller, lighter, easier. After all, the best camera is the camera that you have with you at all times. If you can carry it around easily, then it is a good solution for street photography. But a small camera is not enough. You need to pair it with a small lens to be truly portable. So there's this smallest micro four thirds lens with autofocus, which is the Panasonic Lumix 14mm f2.5, and at the same time it gives the popular wide angle coverage for street photography, the equivalent 28mm, which is very versatile. And this combination, I find, it just works. It's such a joy to use something so small, so light, and yet truly capable. I brought this combination out for some street shooting recently, and here are some of the new photographs that I've taken. Besides just being small and light, of course, there are a lot of important things to consider using a camera for street photography. For me, obviously, image quality is very important, and that's not an issue with this Panasonic GM1. Yes, it is an old camera, but it is still a micro four thirds camera. It houses a large size micro four thirds sensor, which will give you amazing resolution, really good high dynamic range, and high ISO performance shooting in low light. Having a physically larger sensor gives you all these benefits. It's still definitely better than any smartphone cameras today. I know that smartphone cameras, they have the AI processing with aggressive noise reduction, but you get images that's over-processed, the details, they are smeared, and they just don't look natural. The colors, they look fake. Whereas here, in the GM1, it is a true camera. You already have a large physical size image sensor. You don't need too much aggressive processing to get the image quality that you need. Definitely images coming out from this image sensor is more natural looking, more pleasing, and more organic. And this lens that I'm using on the GM1, the Panasonic 14 f2.5, is no slouch either. It gives you a wide angle 28mm. It has bright aperture f2.5 despite its tiny size, and I can't believe how tiny this lens is. It is a pancake design lens. It is so slim, so small, so compact, so light. It's as if you're mounting nothing on the camera at all. And the lens itself is also very sharp. It gives really good contrast. The results coming out from this lens is actually really decent. Of course, you can't really compare this lens to pro-grade lenses, which will give you sharper and better results. But for what it is, this is a really decent setup, and I think that this combination could be one of the best available if you want to do true 28mm wide angle coverage for your street photography. So what was my experience shooting with this Panasonic GM1 and the 14 f2.5 pancake lens in real life scenario? When it comes to autofocus, it's actually pretty good. This Panasonic 14 f2.5 is not the fastest autofocusing lens for Micro Four Thirds, but at the same time, by no means it is a slow lens. The lens is still pretty quick, autofocus is still quite good. I can nail moments, I can shoot fast-moving subjects. I have no issue whatsoever. And in terms of handling, using a small camera may not be the best. You're cramping your fingers too closely together, and to get to the dials, the buttons, it can be a problem. But I found a solution to this to improve the handling of the camera. I actually stick on a third-party grip. Yes, the grip itself is a sticker that you just stick onto the camera. That itself improves the handling of the camera. I can hold it more securely instead of just cramping all the fingers together. There's something for the fingers to latch onto. And in terms of buttons and dials, adjustment of the camera, because they're so small, so light, I try to minimize adjusting the settings of the camera. I simplify my workflow. I shoot mostly in P, program mode, or sometimes in aperture priority. Hey, you're paying for a camera. Why don't you let the camera do the adjustments for you? And I also leave the ISO to auto most of the time. And if I'm shooting in this bright sunny condition, hey, I'll just fix it at ISO 200 because I have enough light to work with, and ISO 200 will definitely give you the best possible image quality for Micro Four Thirds cameras, because ISO 200 is the base native ISO. It will give you the best dynamic range, best color tonality, best contrast. You just get the best possible output if you shoot at ISO 200. Overall, the experience has been very positive. I love just shooting with this camera without thinking too much. All I have to worry about is my composition, the moment that I'm capturing, and making sure that my moments are dramatic. And of course, I'm paying attention to lighting as well. Of course, this combination of the Panasonic GM1 and the 14 f2.5, this is not perfect. There are things that I dislike about this combo, and I wish some features are included as well. Number one, I wish there's a built-in electronic viewfinder that would have helped shooting in really harsh sunny condition. The LCD screen is okay, I have no issue with visibility or using the screen to compose, but having a viewfinder will definitely improve the overall experience. And I admit that the GM5, which is the successor of the GM1, has a built-in electronic viewfinder. That could be a good solution. And number two, built-in image stabilization. That's missing in this GM1. Having image stabilization would have improved the confidence in nailing the shot. And also, like if I'm dealing with motion or if I want to use slow shutter, I don't have to worry about the camera shake. Having a powerful stabilization will definitely open up a lot more photo opportunities. And finally, I also wish that the autofocus algorithm is updated to the latest human face and eye detection. That will be really great. I know this is an old camera. To expect that from this camera is a little bit too much, but hey, I have used some of the newer cameras, and especially you look at my street photography, I shoot a lot of people. Having that AI algorithm to track the human face and eye automatically, that would have simplified my workflow even further. I really think that Panasonic should update the GM series camera. We had the GM1, GM5, but those cameras were made 8 years or 10 years ago. It is time for a new update. And I'm sure these cameras, the GM series cameras, will do so well today. There's a huge demand for compact size cameras that's designed for street photography with wide angle lens and large image sensor. Take a look at Ricoh GR3 Q3. That camera has gained a cult following status. It has large image sensor, it is so small, so pocketable, and it has fixed 28mm equivalent focal length lens. And then we also have the Leica Q series, and the latest one is Q3 with a 28mm lens. That's a full frame sensor, and that camera that was designed for street photography as well. It's popular among street photographers. I just feel that if Panasonic has updated the GM series line, put in an electronic viewfinder, put in image stabilization, update the autofocus performance, and put in the latest image sensor for Micro Four Thirds, I'm sure the camera will sell. And of course, give us more pancake lenses. Not just this 14, we need more pancake lenses. I'm sure Panasonic can make them happen if they really want to. That's all to share about this Panasonic GM1 and the 14 f2.5 pancake lens. Why I think this is such an amazing setup for street photography. It is so compact, portable, versatile. At the same time, it produces excellent results shooting on the streets during my shutter therapy sessions. Do you guys agree with my thoughts? If you have other opinion, please share them in the comments below. If you found my sharing beneficial, if you enjoyed looking at my photographs, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye bye.